Hey scrappy friends, welcome back to my channel. Helen here with another late 52 weeks of 52 favourite photos. I've got week 24 for you today, and depending on how hot it gets in here, I might do week 25 or I might just need to leave it till next week. I'm using Vicky Bouton, the Flower Emporium for this, and it's in my 6x8 album. A little different, it's a fold up page, so I think it folds out to 12 inches. I think as the measurements have worked out, but you'll see that in a moment. Before we get going, if you're not already a subscriber, please think about hitting that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and let me know in the comments what you've enjoyed. If you're not sure what to say, just pop an emoji for the sake of engagement. That all out of the way. Was about to stop the video then, and I remembered something. Oops. This layout is for Speedy Scrapping YouTube Hop, organised by Ginger over at Ginger. Oh my gosh, Ginger's channel's just completely gone out of my head. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry, Ginger. I'll have the link below for you to the channel. It's 23 sketches that either Ginger or someone's created for Ginger exclusively, and we just choose whatever sketch we want to work with. So I've chosen a double page sketch today from that hop, and it is really bugging me. I can't remember the name of Ginger's channel. No, it's completely gone. Okay, so now let's get scrappy.
So here we have the photos for week 24 and the paper I've chosen. I've chosen this blue, which is the B-side of the front cover from Flower Emporium. In hindsight, I should have snipped the other end of the page off, because when I fold it, I've got the name of the collection at the top rather than just those strips of paper all the way down. So I've scored, so it's a full 12-inch width of the paper. It should be 12 by 8. I've cut it a bit longer, we'll trim it down later. But I then scored it at 5 3/4. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. 5 3/4. I forgot what I've scored it at. Is that on that piece of paper there? Yeah. So I scored it at 5 inches and then 3. So 5 inches and 8 1/8 of an inch. So it gives me a 5-inch panel, the main base one, and then 2 3 1/8 inch panels. So you can see the sketch there on the side with the 3 smaller photos and then the square photo and the portrait photo. I have kind of stuck to that in terms of what photos I've used in the configuration. It's just not a full 2 pages, it's more of a page and a half. I do stick to this large heart embellishment, feature embellishment in the middle, going across 2 pages. All I've done is gone into Word, insert shape, chosen a heart, size that to 4 inches by 4 inches, and then printed that just on plain copy of paper, cut that out. I did that, just tacked it onto the cardstock, the reverse side of the cardstock or the pattern paper I'm wanting to use here, and then cut around it, use that as a template. I've cut it in half then because it's going over a fold, and it's just easier if it's cut in half and then placed over the fold, but kind of just a bit of a gap in between it to go over the fold. It's at this point I realise that I've cut the paper a bit long. I'm unsure because this ruler actually is a cheap one and it doesn't measure right. So I'll put it back in the trimmer, and yeah, lo and behold, I have cut it a bit long. So I have trimming it down here to 8 inches. And then I go back to sticking the photos. I'm using the full width of my ruler because the ruler's about 1 inch wide, and then that makes sure I've got that gap for the holes to be punched in for it to going into the album. This is the first page that isn't 6 by 8 or a 6 by 8 flip in the album. This is 5 inches, so it's the first one that isn't like the full 6-inch width. It's only because I'm getting a little bit more sure of what I want to do with the album now, and watching lots of YouTube. Jackie Scraps, who's on the Hey Little Magpie creative team, has posted over the month of June as her creative team project 3 videos of her 6x8 Simple Stories mini albums, and it's given me loads of ideas. I've also taken the Flower Emporium class from Vicky Burton as well, which has given me ideas for pages. So the second half of the year, so album 2 for the 52 weeks project, 52 weeks, 52 favourite photos, that is going to have more interactive and different size and shaped pages. Now I've got a little bit more confident with this smaller format. You see there the ATG ran out, and I also dropped my heart onto the photo, so it's a bit sticky on that photo now. Just swapping the ATG over. So these photos on this far panel are wider than the panel, but that's absolutely okay because this is a panel that's going to be on top when it folds over. So I've got the photos overlapping the edge of the panel, so they then um, just lie on top of it. You know, doesn't interfere at all with them. Done like that. It does mean that the photos in the middle panel I haven't placed in the middle of the panel. They're further over to the left, closer to the scoreline. Just allows them for that overlap of those other photos. So for the title, this is the week 24 photos. So I've got an old Paige Taylor Evans um, alphabet font out here. Can't remember what collection this is from, but you can tell with the pastels it's definitely definitely Paige. I have a couple of multicolours, some Paige and some Amy Tan, and you can tell the difference which is which. So yeah, just moving the heart over a little bit more to make sure the folding is not interfered with by the heart. Okay, grabbing the crocodile and popping the holes in the page now. I'm just lining the page protector up, 6x8 page protector, which fits the album I'm using, just to place the hearts. And then I'm using the We Are Memory Keepers hole reinforcer punch. I really don't like this punch. It feels like it's not punching properly, but it has. And also as well, you can't look in the bottom of it to line it up to not waste paper when you're punching it. You know, it's a great tool, it's a handy tool, but I really don't like the design. Okay, so just grabbing some of the journaling ephemera pack here. I go with that word strip and then pull out beautiful moment instead and add that, which I'm going to find in a moment. I just snapped that picture of the boys, the back of the boys, being all cute and lovely and together. Um, this week 24, we were having a picnic again at the music class, movement and music class. So the dressing up was frogs. We went from very small animals up to um, larger animals. And the dressing up part was in the middle, which was frogs. So it's like animals you might find out in the countryside in the spring going on a picnic, is what we did. Um, so yeah, the boys um, I little man is warming to having things on his head, so he does have the headband on for a bit, and I just loved it. He just went straight into ribbit and being a frog and bouncing everywhere. It was just so cute. And yeah, me and my sister had to put those headbands on too, like we do. Um, okay, so just finding some hearts to pop in a couple of places. I do, because of that, I call it Tinky Winky blue because to me it looks purple. What everybody else says it's blue. So that the colour, the blue of the 24, that heart from the Flower Emporium is quite a close colour of blue. So I do put that over on the left because it just brings that colour across from on the letters. I do stick this heart down initially. I have to move it because I've inadvertently gone over the top of that photo of little O being a frog. So when it bends, it doesn't bend properly. So I'm just pulling the adhesive off there. And then final bit, popping the holes out of that book plate and getting that stuck down, and we're done. Thanks so much for watching. Check out the playlist in the description for both. Ginger's Corner is the name of the channel. So the playlist for Speedy Scrapping and also 52 weeks, 52 favourite photos. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.